Welcome to our Rolemaster Actual play session. Ain't No Place for a Hero is a campaign set in the world of Duyranaki, the continent of men. A gritty, cutthroat world where politics, sorcery, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Treachery and murder both come cheap, and characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor.
This is episode 151 of Ain't No Place for a Hero. The party have decided to turn their attention back to the secrets of Tarek Nev, and now find themselves exploring the terrible Dead City. We rejoin our heroes as they continue their desperate fight in the cramped tunnels under a ruined temple. Good evening. My name is Chris, alternatively known on this channel as GM Chance, and it is our great pleasure, our great pleasure, to welcome you to our story this evening. We are spinning a yarn. We are telling a tale. Specifically, what that tale is called, well, you can see its name up on screen. It's called Ain't No Place for a Hero. It is a tabletop role-playing game. And the system that we use to play it is an old system, very crunchy old system, dating all the way back to the 1980s, and that's called Rolemaster. We've been playing for a very long time. In fact, come this month, we have been playing, goodness, for half a decade. I'll just wait for my players to kind of process that information, but we have been playing for 5 years come this month. For the first wee while, we weren't recording and we weren't posting these videos to YouTube. So if you are interested in getting a bit of a sense of what happened previously, or if you hear references in our game that you're not familiar with and you'd like to go back and check, have a look at episode number 1 on this playlist, the playlist that you're on now, and you'll see a bit of an overview video which talks about what happened to the first 60 or so episodes. If you're really keen, if you're super keen, have a look too down below in the description of this video. There's a link to a document. It's not particularly weighty or lots of text, it's mostly just images, but that also provides just a bit more information again about what happened up until we started recording. Okay, so we're telling a story. To spin any yarn, to tell any good tale, you need protagonists, you need heroes, you need people to drive the story forward. And up on screen are our heroes. Up on screen are the player characters which are in play this evening. In a second or so's time, we're going to start going round each one of the players for them to introduce us, their player character for us, just answering a couple of questions or providing something about their background, or just something which helps flesh out the character a little bit more. Before we do, and for those that know the channel very well, you can probably know exactly what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, and that is a really sincere thank you to all the people that follow us, that subscribe, that are just generally interested in these videos, in our game. There are people out there that are interested in certain character arcs, there are people that are following certain elements about the rules, others that just enjoy our story. Really appreciate all the comments and the kind feedback that we get. It really is appreciated. For others that have come across this channel, maybe you've stumbled across it by accident. Maybe the YouTube algorithm has just kind of sent this video your way, or maybe you've watched a couple of these. what we'd say to you is, if you're getting something out of it, if you're enjoying it, if you're enjoying the story, if you like the way that the interaction with the characters go, if it makes you laugh, if it makes you cry, if it makes you smile, whatever, we'd love either a like down below, or better, much better, a subscribe. It really does help the channel grow, and we'd encourage you to tell your friends if you're enjoying it. Thank you very much. Okay, as mentioned, we are going to start off with one of the players, or all of the players, but starting with one to begin with, to talk about the characters that they're playing tonight. And we begin with Pete. Pete, take it away.
Thanks very much, Chris. Yep, kia ora, I'm Pete, and I'll be playing 2 characters tonight, first of which is Leif. Question I'd like to answer for Leif is, how does your character feel about the nature of evil in the world? He knows there's demons. He knows there are evil creatures that are evil by nature. Well, he believes that he's had proof that there are things that are evil by nature. So he knows there's that sort of evil. He also believes there are people who turn to evil, perhaps through those sorts of influences, and there are people who do evil acts but are not themselves evil. They are redeemable. So he's always looking for the best in people, and he tries not to sort of categorize people based on their actions. But there is proper evil in the world. We've come across a bit of it ourselves, I think. A bit daunting. The other character we're playing tonight is Mithan. It's sort of on the topic of evil. What's the most strange or unusual magical creature your character has encountered? There's so many. Some of the ones that sort of stand out for Mithan would be thank goodness we didn't encounter them, and please don't get any ideas, GM. We didn't necessarily have to engage with them. When we went into the in-between, there was this very odd white creature that sort of slunk around when we first arrived there. I got the impression it was probably very fast and probably very deadly, and it just gave I think the whole party the creeps. I'm really pleased we saw it, and that was it. We didn't actually have to fight it. So that's one thing. In the in-between, there was also the Eldritch Horrors, which came in a variety of sizes, up to absolutely massive. We've had all sorts of magical creatures and things. We've had the dirge, the flute-playing undead thing, just recently outside the walls of Taraknev, that turned the party on each other, which was not pleasant. And in this fight also, there's the zombie men, but also these invisible spirits that do their shrieking, which has not been pleasant at all. There's all sorts of things we always come across. Those will be the memorable ones, however.
Nice one, Pete. Yeah. Thank you. Got to keep you on your toes.
God, I've been thinking about that when we've been doing, like, in game terms. We've had all sorts of aspects of crits that aren't effective on our enemies because they're undead or because they're super large or whatever, or we don't stun them, they don't bleed, they don't, all sorts of things. It'd be lovely just to fight some normal men, please. Just some where the crits actually do what they're, anyway.
Careful what you wish for.
Oh yeah, true. No, we're fine the way we are. Can we please hear from Graham next?
Right, thank you. Yes, playing, still playing 2 characters. I have 2 characters nominally in the game. First of whom is Niathanol, who's can't be with us. How does she handle the burden of her mistakes? She doesn't not one for looking back, to be honest. She does have a conscience of sorts, but she sort of plows her own way and thinks that she's guided by higher forces, so she doesn't really look at them as it's a lovely get out clause in many ways that she can just put it back on her.
Oh, sorry about that.
It was more dramatic than I wanted
to be.
Sorry,
that just dramatically increased there. Sorry.
Yes, so that a good get-out clause. Second character I'm playing, who is on his feet, is Etienne. Etienne How does he deal with conflicting desires and goals? He follows his desires, so that's easy. Whichever one catches his attention, but he has a code that he follows, so as long as it's within that. In terms of his goals, again, he's kind of got this useful catch-all that he believes there is a higher power guiding his way, and that usually is his goal. So whatever he thinks his goddess would best have him do, he will do, and so he kind of outsources that decision conveniently. And I'm also playing Grey, who I don't think I should answer, really. I don't think I can answer.
Sure.
So I'll pass him over.
Cool. So, sorry.
Over to Alex.
Just before Alex starts, we are a player down. Aiden, who normally plays both Grey and Demos, can't be with us this evening and is being his two characters ably being picked up by Graham and Giles. Thank you both. Alex, Mike is yours.
Thank you, Kia ora. I'm Alex. I play Keros. I'm going to answer 2 questions super quick because I can't decide, because it's another night where all the questions are really, really good. So a very serious question: how does your character feel about the nature of evil in the world? She's very black and white. There's good and there's bad. Some might say that's splitting somewhat, but she doesn't necessarily care about degrees of evil. If you've done wrong, you've done wrong, and that is a form of evil, however mild that might be. And she's particularly concerned with how vulnerable people and critters are treated by the larger establishment or ruling power. In terms of the party, air quotes, committing evil, she doesn't see it that way because it aligns with her view of the world in the sense that she's doing the right thing, and if the byproduct of that is some murder and death, then so be it. She doesn't fall under that category very conveniently, and obviously everyone in the party is on the righteous path with her, and heavily influenced by nature, and nature is very clear about good and bad, I think, and I think we see that with nature ultimately taking over, where life forms, human life form, creature life forms have left. So she's very much influenced by the power of good, which is nature reclaiming its space as it should. And I'm going to quickly answer, what's the most strange or unusual magical creature your character has encountered? Well, obviously the most magical creature on the planet is Victory.
The cat. Yes.
Not well, strange because Victory is a cat, so it is strange to her as a weather mage. But absolutely the most magical creature, and everything Victory does is just amazing and cute and awe-inspiring, and should be celebrated, really. We should be laying down cartons of milk in homage of Victory. Yeah, thank you. Great questions. Oh, yeah, that's right. As she said. Just gorgeous, thank you. Could we please hear from Giles?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Alex. It's nice to hear about both of your characters. That's we never know when those claws might be useful. So I play Taquin, young half elf. Interesting character. I'm going to answer 3 questions with the same answer. How does your character handle the burden of their past mistakes? What's the most unique tradition your character has learned about? What's the most valuable piece of advice your character has received? And they're all basically the same answer: move forward. So he's not one to think hard about his past mistakes, which possibly is lucky. He'd spent a lot of time contemplating. And certainly in the Enclave small community in which he grew up, although much tradition and much focus, a particular focus on moving forward. Don't spend too much time wondering. Stick to the rules, basically. And that has been advice that he's cherished and held on to, possibly has kept him alive at times. Although, obviously, as I've mentioned a few times now, has been challenged from time to time in this particular adventure.
Mm.
Is that everybody?
It is. Just to mention, or just to put up on screen, you're very kindly picking up Aiden's character Demos as well. Demos is functioning. He is now conscious, courtesy of some good work from Mithan last session, but he's feeling pretty unwell. So just thank you again to Graham and yourself for doing that. And that is everybody. Yes.
The most valuable piece of advice for him must be remain conscious, surely. Something he's struggling with just at the moment.
He is. So, gentle viewer and gentle listener. Oh, why is my Discord not showing up on screen? Oh, that's odd. There it is. That is the party. Where is my Discord? It's not collecting. Anyway, that's fine. It'll come back in a second. That's the team, and you can see their names up on screen. So that's the party. Right, we now turn to our scribe, Pete, to provide us with a quick précis of what happened last session, please.
Sure thing, thank you. So we are in Tarak Nev. We are underground in the U-shaped corridor. We started last session with attacks coming from these invisible shrieking creatures, which if we failed a resistance roll, we lost 10 hit points, and we know that there's 5, I believe, zombie undead men, the very unusual, we assumed, dead people that were sitting at the table, but we've put a wall between us in the meantime. That's where we started. I think we only had 1, 2, 3, 10 rounds or so. That would, it was pretty intense. Wave was for the session. Wave was waving a sword around, trying to hit some of these invisible creatures. Gray, better tell it. See if I can do it in order. So Kiros did a cold ball to try and catch more of these shrieking things. Don't know how effective that was, but it was I think it was worth trying. I suppose the important thing was also Gray noted or saw he had direct sight of the wall. You can see it there, and there was a wood wall, and something was breaking it down, and he could see tentacles, some sort of odd tentacle stuff. So none of the guys sitting at the table had tentacles, so it's either a new beastie or they've cast a spell, I guess. That was a bit of a worry. And just at the end of the first round, this weird the tentacles were sort of broken down part of the wood wall, and this weird eyeball thing with like bat's wings had flown in. Was quite small and quite fast. There it is, and we didn't like the look of it. Oh, okay, that's not great. Gray, following around, put an earth wall back up so that we had a bit more time to try and get rid of these shrieking things, which were always a threat. Etienne cast Repel Undead, which I believe dealt to at least some of them. We couldn't see them, we didn't know, but I think when they started to do the shrieking again, there was a lot less of them. Let me see. Gray loaded his crossbow. At some point during the last session, Tarquin had decided that what he's going to do, he tried to cast Confusion on the eyeball, but he wanted to go and investigate Neathanel's situation, so he was divesting himself of his metal, and by the end of the session he had moved up to the corner, and I think had he started moving down that hallway?
So Tarquin is here.
Yeah.
Tarquin is
so he's
there, right at the doorway, staring at Neathanel's apparently lifeless body here. So you can see Neath, that's Tarquin there, and he can see down there, Leif is behind him with a light.
Yep, on a bit of a lookout. Yep. So, a bit of a sad state for Neathanel. What else happened? Mithan, during that session, decided that she'd going to heal Demos. He had previously sort of wandered into stumbled into the closet in the back of the hidden closet in the hidden room at the back there and collapsed. Mithan went and healed him, so got him back up on his feet. He's still very, very woozy, still in a real sorry state, but he's back on his feet. Another thing that Kiros did fantastically was she ice bolted or shock bolted the flying eye and took it out. So a really great shot. Well done, Kiros. What else happened? Gray had also cast an earth wall to sort of barricade, to stop stuff breaking through the wood wall. so that was a good idea. But stuff did continue to break through. Basically, during that time, Etienne, I believe, also cast another Repel Undead. And then we had a few rounds after that. We think that the shrieking things have gone because there hasn't been any more. But basically, the last part of our last session was the earth wall had been pulled down, I believe, by the tentacles as well. I think it's Grey who can see this sort of a thing, and there was a man. I think, was he upside down on the ceiling? Yeah, he had spider legs. He was. Yeah, we didn't like the look of him at all. Keros didn't like the look of him, and she acted on it. So she ice bolted him, and he died again, or something. So two fantastic kills to Keros. So I think that was fantastic. I think that's where we're pretty much up to.
Perfect.
A bit of a ramshackle recount, but
no, all good. Thank you, Pete. Just to note, Keros shooting through the top of this earth wall, which has been basically pulled aside by these large, let's go with large, not massive, black, horrible, slimy looking tentacles which have just pulled away a chunk of wood wall. It wasn't, earth wall. It wasn't very much. It was only, can you see on camera? It was only kind of like that, maybe a little bit more, maybe about that much, but it was enough, and Keros got a minus trying to lob a spell through that quite small gap, but she managed to do it, and zapped this horrible thing that looked like that was attached to the ceiling. And yes, you're right, Pete, it was upside down. And that thing, whatever it is, has collapsed down behind this earth wall. Other locations of people, just to get everybody into what and where. Etienne yanked Keros around the corner. Grey is standing in front of the earth wall. Etienne's around the corner. Demos is in here. Mithan's in this little almost closet area, you'd say, in the doorway here. Mithan. Demos is here in this doorway. Leif is described is at the end of that corridor, looking both ways. He has a lantern. He's looking both ways, back down this way, but also critically down towards where Tarquin is standing. And as described, Tarquin, can't see him because it's quite dark down there and he doesn't have a light, but Tarquin is down here just at the door into the room where he can see Neathanel. That's where we're about to begin. We are going to go into rounds when we start, but before we do, I'll ask my usual question. Is there anything that's not clear? People unclear where their characters are or what they're doing or what's going on? Anything we need to touch on? No? Okay.
Sorry, Neathanel had a lantern which hadn't gone out, right?
Correct.
So Tarquin should be able to see into the room and the surrounds, right?
You can see a bit. So amazingly, I'm not quite sure how this happened, but amazingly, the lantern didn't go out, but it has hit the floor. So there is some light in there, and he can see Neathanel, and he can see this, what appears to be a metal plate that these spears are attached to, but he can't see a lot else because the candle is kind of guttering. Maybe it's burning on the oil, you don't know, but the light is poor, but you can see that much. So you can't see a lot at all, but you can see that much.
He's at the doorway but hasn't gone through and into the room, correct?
Correct.
Thank you.
And Graham, you had a question?
Just so, yeah, I'm pretty sure Etienne recast inspirations in the round just as a general.
Yes.
It was a plus. Yeah, okay.
Did that, I think it covered everybody probably but Tarquin, but correct me if I'm wrong. I forgot Tarquin as well.
Tarquin was too far. He was outside. I think it just got Leif from memory.
Okay. So
Tarquin's usually too far gone.
Great. So everybody bar Leif gets plus 10 to their rolls as of this round for 8 rounds, I think it is. Yeah. Is that right?
So you meant except Tarquin, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought I said. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, 1 round for each level, so 8.
Cool, and it's plus 10 to all rolls.
Yeah.
Which can absolutely and has made a difference. Okay, any other qualifying questions? Anything that's not clear? Nope. Going once, going twice. we are starting the game. Buckle up. This is going to be an interesting one. We are starting rounds, and as I was politely corrected last time, I don't give necessarily enough opportunity for people to tell me if there's any changes to initiative. Now is your chance to tell me if there is any changes to people's initiative. Going once, twice. We are off. Leif is first to act.
He'd like to hold his action, please, based on calls for assistance, basically. If Etienne says he's needed down that end, he would move down that end. If Tarquin says he's needed up the hallway, he'd do that, but his idea is to be lookout.
And understand that you are switching your views both ways constantly. Yep, understood.
Thank you very much.
Grey Roughwinds is next to act.
Gray would like to dash from where he is into the room where Methane is. And hang out by the doorway.
Hang out by the doorway.
And can he instantaneously cast as well?
The movement is nothing. The movement is trivial. He's pushed his way past Demos. The movement is utterly insignificant. So yes, he can. Yep.
Yeah, he'd like to cast an instantaneous spell, please.
Sure thing.
Oh, so how big is the hole in the wall?
At the top, as described, it's about kind of one big sweep of the. Can you see my hands? One big sweep of the tentacles has pulled some aside, and it really has made progress by doing that, by sweeping away that top. But you think the rest of it's going to come down quite quickly.
Okay. All right. Well, he will cast then.
Okay. Give me a roll, please.
97.
97. The spell goes off, whatever it is.
It's Combat 3.
Combat 3. Cool.
So, do you want me to read it?
Yes, please.
With this spell, the caster's attacks and defensive moves become faster and more fluid. He may gain an additional plus 15 to both his OB and DB. This is cumulative with any other modifications he has, but not cumulative with other combat spells.
Okay, great. Can you remind me of that as we go, please?
Sure.
Cute. Just want to check something off camera. Back with you in a second. Yeah, okay. Okay. Right, great. Just coming back to you on camera. So just to check your action, this round you were standing right in front of the rapidly decreasing earth wall. You push past Demos. You're now standing. I've put you there, and you've now cast the spell. You've got ample. I mean, you barely moved at all. Is that where you're wanting to place yourself? I'd agree.
He'll suggest to Mython that he goes ahead, just because, unless Mython's, so that he's just cast his combat spell, so he may as well, if something comes through there, he may as well be the one to attack, but that's up to Mython. So he'll move towards the center of the room, behind Mython.
Oh, so he is. My question though is does he stop there or does he move somewhere else?
Maybe go around the other side of the pillar behind Mithan.
Okay.
Oh, so is that Mithan at the door?
Yes, that's Mithan.
Yeah.
That's Demos.
Oh, at the door.
Yes, Demos is propping himself up on a spear, barely able to stand. Mithan is here.
I think he'll politely, maybe he'll get hold of Demos and put him somewhere else, because he's not going to suggest he has a bit of a sit down.
Okay. So, where ultimately is Grey, assuming that Demos allows himself to be moved, and we can get...
where Demos is.
Okay. And Demos...
Sorry.
And where... yeah, interesting. Is Demos happy to be moved? I'm going to jump the queue and ask that question now, because it might have a material difference.
So he is feeling groggy. He is afraid of the wood wall and afraid of the wall. So being moved away from the wall and wood wall, sure. Being moved towards it, he'd be like, we all need to be away from that. Yeah. Not going to do that.
Okay.
He would essentially be happy to be guided by Grey, as long as it doesn't take him close to down.
Okay, cool. So where would you be circling, indicating pushing Demos to move, please, Grey?
Oh, well, wherever he wants to go. I mean, just out the way, really. If it's up to Demos where he goes. But,
okay. All right. Okay.
No, Demos absolutely 100% won't go there, Chris.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Yeah. So where would Demos move to, please?
He'd want to go give Etienne a cuddle. So he'd want to move down the corridor and behind Etienne.
Okay. So he'd move out. So on Demos's turn, he's in the process of these two characters. They're not static where they are now. On Demos's turn, Demos will be moving out and actively moving down here. So I'm going to keep him there for the moment because Demos hasn't moved. What I was keen to establish is someone standing here. No one is standing here. Thank you. That's what I've got. And Grey has moved here. Got it. Cool.
And if there's anything left, he will put it on parry.
Okay. Yep. And he's got his shield and hand axe out. Yep. Cool. Thank you. Okay. It's waiting. Mithan is next to act. So you're just watching, just quickly, you're just watching these two kind of doing a bit of a dance. Demos is in the process of kind of stumbling out down towards these two characters. What are you doing, please, Mithan?
She can see the deterioration of the earth wall, can't she? From there?
From that position, yes, she can. Yeah.
Yep. She'd like to wait until...
She can't see directly down the corridor, but she can certainly see if bits of it come down. Yes.
Yeah, it's height. Yeah. So she'd like to wait until more of it comes down. And then she'd like to take her turn to act. She'll probably, she'd want to move out, see what she can see with a brief glance down the hallway, and perhaps cast her wood wall down that hallway.
Okay. You will of course have Grey directly in your path, but you can move around him or whatever. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Cool. Thank you.
Tarquin, you're next to act. Hello, Tarquin.
Sorry, how close am I to the door?
3 feet away. You've removed every item of metal that is on you.
Nothing metal on him, no, that's right. And can I just check? He will be able to see Neathanol.
Yeah,
He'll also be able to see all of Neathanol's steel, metal of any sort. Is that all like glued to the wall? Is it on the floor? Is it scattered about?
Would you like to give me a perception roll? At a bonus.
Sure.
There is not a lot of light. Then again, he is. Yep. But give me a roll.
Okay, so the roll is 75. His perception is not bad. 105.
Cool. So is this
minus 25?
Is this a 30% glance or a 10%?
a really good question, Chris. Yeah, he wants to know. I think he'd spend 30% of his action on this.
Done. Cool. You... and bonus to that, you can see very clearly, not very clearly, there's not a lot of light, but you do have better eyesight than a normal human. You're a half-elf. Neathanel's short sword is pinned to the wall. You can see, even in the poor gloom, all of her metal jewelry, all of her rings off her fingers, and other rings too, by the way, are pinned to the wall. There is a couple of skeletons at the base of the thing that she's pinned to. There's what appears to be mouldering or rotting chainmail also up there. There's coins stuck to the wall. The lantern itself is stuck to whatever Neathanel is affixed to. Anything metal is affixed to that thing that Neathanel is stuck on. The only things that aren't are bones. A skull, several bones, clearly of a previous person, you're guessing. Basically at Neathanel's feet.
Okay, and I'm going to make the rash assumption, no one's got a false hip that's stuck to the wall, or a internal cardiac device that's stuck to the wall. That's so everything metal's stuck to the wall. So I think I'm not quite sure how much of his turn this will take, but he'd turn around and he'd talk to Leaf and say, there seems to be a magnet. Is that a fair thing for him to say?
Yeah, and I've been musing on... Hang on, I've just been musing on Neathanel's 2 words. She said magnetic death. Now, it was a high-stress moment, and I can't let it pass. Would your characters know what a magnet is? Would people in the Renaissance know what a magnet is? Maybe, maybe not.
100%. We'd know what magnets are from, depending on who you read, at least 4000 BC.
Okay.
At least we've played with iron filings.
A little bit dubious myself, but
okay, what I'll say, we'll turn around and to Leaf, who's keeping an eye on him, he'll say, everything metal seems to be stuck to the wall. Neathanel is on.
Yep.
She looks dead.
Okay.
And I think I might, so he'll say to Leaf, I think I might prep, cast, then into the room. Some backup would be helpful. I don't know what to expect. And I think then he'd get as close to... Would he move any closer to the door? I don't think he would.
Give you a little bit more light, so your character would see a bit more than what's there.
Okay. That's helpful, thank you. So how much more can he see in the room?
Pretty much just that. So
okay. So I think, and how much of his action has he got left?
He had a 30% perception. He maybe spoke for 15, so he's used 35% of his round.
So I think what he wants to do is essentially get to the doorway. He doesn't want to go through the doorway, and then he wants to spend 30%, another 30% not looking at Neathanel. And what he's looking for is danger, right? Or is there a switch? Is there a device? Is there someone with a crossbow? Is there a unicorn?
Okay.
He's happy to come and help him. But he doesn't want to cross the threshold with any part of his person at the current time.
Okay. He was 3 feet away from the door. Does he move any closer?
So he'll maybe a step, so he wants to be at the threshold of the door because it will maximize his vision. But he 100% is not going to have anything go over the threshold of the door.
Got it. Okay. Give me another perception roll, please.
Oh, and can I ask someone, please, sorry, just because actually, no, I can probably do it. Oh, wow, so he got a massive 13. Tell me it's massive.
Yeah, it always is. For perception. Almost always is.
Same thing. What do you want me to tell you, Chris? 105 minus 25?
So I've got my trusty calculator right here. It is better if you just give me the number you roll, your skill, and then you tell me any modifiers. So rather than you do the the addition and subtraction, I do it. Yep.
105 minus 25.
Cool. That was another 30%. Okay. All right. Cool. Yes, some information coming into your chat. Please, Tarquin, in just a second. So I'm going to move to...
Well, hang on, he's still got some action, right?
Yep, sure, but I'm going to give you a little bit more information.
Thank you. I still love the picture I see every time I come into my chat, Chris.
Right, just typing now. Information with you now, Giles.
Can I ask you, I'm happy for other people to hear, can I ask you a specific question about this information, or do you want me to type it into the chat?
At this stage, no one else knows it apart from you, so I'd like you, unless you want to spend some of your rounds describing it, just type it in. Go back to this room.
Yeah, thank you. So Tarquin will turn back to speak to Leaf
Okay.
as the rest of what he said, and he'll say, vision not good. I can see no exit from this room. There is a strange, vague red light. I need to enter the room to see if I can save/retrieve help the ethanol. The corridor appears safe, at least for me. Maybe we can seek support. What do you think? I'm not quite sure how this works when we're around, because he wants to know what Leaf thinks. But, you know, if that's the end of his turn, I think that's probably all of his round.
Well, no, he had 20% of his time because he did an additional perception. Leif has already acted, so Leif has paused, so I'm happy for Leif to answer, use some of his time to have a conversation or discuss with Tarquin. Go for it, Pete.
Yeah, Leif will say, I think you should investigate the room. Perhaps you need more light. Tell me if I need to come now.
Okay, and Tarquin will say back, don't come, support the party, I'll investigate the room. He has he can light a lantern or he can light a torch, so he's got the capacity to light something. I actually thought he had something lit, but maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember.
No, he had night vision. How
He's
long?
got night vision, so
He
can
does.
see everything.
He does.
That's right.
How long does it last for? Is the question.
Yeah, a long time, an hour and a half. So I think we've probably covered like 80 seconds in the last two.
So yes, it would still be going. So his vision is very good. Even with his vision being very good, he hasn't seen much more, I'm afraid.
It's super helpful. In which case, he'll say to Leaf, night vision's still operating. I'll enter the room and see what I can find.
Cool. Thank you. Leif will say, just yell if you need help.
Okay, and we're going to call it there for Tarquin's turn. Next to act is Keros.
Okie dokie. So she knows that there's a hole in that wall.
A small hole. Well, at this
and
stage,
she knows that there's a tentacle thing.
A modest size hole.
And that the tentacles are creeping through.
Mhm.
She would like to squeeze by. Can she poke her head round the corner? I don't know if this is possible. Or whether she needs to come out fully. She'd like to lob a cold ball through the hole in the wall.
Okay.
And then step back.
Sure. So the grenade analogy is a really good one. Think of a cold ball being something like a grenade. If it goes off on the other side of the wall, that is very good for you.
Oh yeah.
If it goes off, and look, I'm not leading the witness here. What I'm getting to is the gap that you would have to get it through. You did shoot through it before. There was a reasonably hefty penalty on shooting through that gap. It was yay big. You shot accurately. You rolled well, and the creature died. You would be lobbing. I would give you a hefty minus to essentially lob a grenade through that small opening. But you've done it once. You'll call if you want to risk doing it again.
You run up and just pop her arm through the hole and then just drop it?
Too short.
And so we've got Demos. He's behind a wall, isn't he?
Demos is currently. He and Gray are doing this weird shuffle, and Demos is basically kind of the base of those counters don't allow two characters to essentially be in the same place. They are pretty much exactly in the same place. If you imagine if you didn't have a big round thing there, they're standing next to each other. And Demos is in the process of shuffling out in your direction. So Demos will be in here at some stage.
Okay. Did I do this last time?
You shot, as I said, through with a different spell with an ice bolt last time.
So more targeted, more, yeah.
And you have a higher skill doing that than basically getting a hand grenade and going. Whoa.
I wonder if I should just do the. Oh, think, Alex, think. I think.
You might do it. You might do it.
Oh.
You might also mess it up.
I might also kill everyone, which is not what we're looking for. I might just hold fire. Can I just hold till the end and just see where those tentacles are?
You need to remember. So
Oh, I need to tell you what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
sorry.
What triggers you to act?
Pardon?
So with an opportunity action, I need to know what is your trigger. What is the, rather than just saying I'm going to wait around and see if bad guys do something, you need to give me a trigger to say if A happens, I do this.
I would like to wait until more of that wall comes down
Okay.
to make a bigger hole, a gap,
Mhm.
and if there's a bigger gap which makes my grenade more precise,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to fire my cold ball through the bigger gap.
Okay.
If I don't have that opportunity, I will probably cast the bolt.
Okay, great.
Is that okay?
That's fine. The only thing
Sorry,
is,
that was hard.
yep. The only thing currently is the as you can see there, the earth wall is completely outside your vision. You would need to
Move.
or peek around the, both you and Etienne peeking around the corner is feasible to do if you wanted to peek around the corner. Currently, nothing of you is exposed around that corner yet.
Okay, yep. So I would need to move to get sight, and then fire, and then move back. Yep. Okay. Is that okay?
So what is she doing? Is she peering around the corner, or is she staying where she is?
Well, will I wait until? Do I need to see more of the wall come down, or will I just hear it and just know? I just know that the wall's coming down.
You have companions that I might describe that to, but your character has no way of knowing currently that that's happening.
So can I hold every action until the end, where I will peek round and then make my decision based on the hole in the wall?
Done. Yep, I'm happy with that.
Okay. God, that was hard. Sorry, my brain. Sorry.
All right. So, Mithan, you... Yeah, this is a little bit tricky here. Mithan, Mithan and probably a bit of Grey and a bit of Demos as he's moving. See, I'll just have to roll for it. See. Oh yeah, that will do for a roll. Yes, so I'm going to just take this off screen. But you those three characters, you can't see down the corridor to see exactly what's going on, but all three of those characters, Grey, Demos, and Mithan, are seeing a big tentacle coming, a couple of big tentacles, and they lop off a big chunk of the wall. It's now down to probably, if it was above, if the top of the wall had come down above someone's head, there's now probably, of an average person now, there is now probably head and to mid chest. So it's not down to waist yet. So it's kind of from someone's head down to kind of their mid chest. Can you see on the camera? That's how much has been removed. And I will just take this off camera and I will do that. Yes. Is that about right? Yes. So that would be waist height. It's not waist height. It's kind of mid chest height. That's good. Yeah, cool. So coming back with the camera on, this character, Demos, Mithan, you have seen the tentacles reach through and pull down quite a decent chunk of the wall. You think at this rate, assuming they keep up at this rate, it could be waist high next round. Moving on. It is Demos' turn to act. Demos, you were in the process of shuffling around. You and Grey are kind of in the doorway. Do you continue with your shuffle down towards your companions?
Right. So yeah, so what Demos wants to do is keep shuffling down. If he's got enough movement, he wants to end his party members are happy.
Yep.
He will pass Etienne and pass, I can't tell who the next person is.
Done.
He just wants to shuffle away from these nasty people who are nasty.
Done. Demos, as you step out and you head down here, I'm going to ask you to... you hear two horrible barking commands from two different voices from down the corridor. And I would like you, please, to make two channeling resistance rolls.
I don't have his sheet, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I have put it in your channel.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
Just I'm not.
That's all right. No. You're playing someone else's character, and as I always say, I really appreciate you doing that.
Is it Demos, right?
Yep. Pretty sure I put it in. I can tell me if I didn't.
I will have it somewhere. I just don't have it easily to hand. I've got all of Askell and Carius and Etienne's stuff, but not.
Yeah, it's underneath the picture on screen. It's right there.
Oh, yep. Thank you.
Cool.
I appreciate it.
All right. So hang on. First roll is.
Where's it gone? Just downloaded it. It didn't appear. Okay, so he rolled.
No. Oh, okay, hold the 30, but yeah, I'll ask you to make another roll too. So what was that first roll? 30.
13, 1, 3.
That's not great. Can you please hold the second one, please? Can you please roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is probably the fairest way to. No, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So a D100 or a D5?
D4. D4.
4, which is either very good or very bad.
Okay. All right. What was the roll?
You can't kill Demos, it's not my character.
Plus that range of. Okay, so that's that. What level are you, please, Demos? I'm pretty sure he's 8.
Level 8?
Yep.
Yeah, he's 8, but I can't find his channeling resistance. Oh, yes, I can. It's -1.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not great at all. Demos, you. Yep, that's it. That's what you rolled. Demos, you collapse on the ground. Either you don't know, either dead or unconscious or whatever. But Demos has just collapsed. That was the first roll. The second roll was as follows. The second roll is as follows.
I need to roll. I've only rolled once. Do you want me to roll again?
A sec. 0. Oh.
I don't like it when you say that. That's worse than interesting.
Right. Very fortunately for you, edit. Demos, very fortunately for you, you only need to make one resistance roll. So to everybody's horror, you see Grey right in front of your eyes. Demos kind of staggers out, clutching onto his spear. Etienne, you're right in front of Demos. You haven't looked around the corner yet. Kiros, you haven't looked around the corner yet. But right in front of you, as you see Demos kind of shuffling, shambling his way over, kind of pathetically, sadly slow, he just kind of makes a little noise and then just collapses on the ground. Spear falls out of his hands. Kiros, you see to your horror that his head hits the ground with a sickening kind of thud. And Demos' eyes just roll back in the back of his head. And you can just see the whites of his eyes. He looks either dead or unconscious. Well, he doesn't look good. Next two acts. Okay. Etienne, it is your turn.
Well, he'll prepare.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll prepare.
Okay, cool. And we're coming up to the end of the round. Keros was the only one that had, and I think Mython had a delayed action. Who wants to go first, Mython or Keros?
Keros, I reckon.
Thank you. Can Keros do a peek around the corner
She can do a peek around the corner.
to see the state of the wall?
Yeah. Yeah, now how does this work? I'm not going to ask for a perception roll because there is, courtesy of the lantern, that Mython's very sensibly put down ample enough light. So Keros, you see around the corner and you see something pretty fucking horrible in front of you. It's the first thing you see. You see that. This man, and he's got, and there are other horrible figures behind him. At least 3 more horrible figures. Really hard to see in the split seconds it happens, and in that split second, there is you spot that the wall has come down quite a lot more. There will still be a minus on you chucking a cold ball through there, but it's not a. It's no. There will be a minus. It'll be a negative 15 to the roll, rather than something a lot more than I gave the previous roll. I think it was 20 or 25. However, you've peeked around the corner, and so you've only got a little bit of your head showing. However, there is a situation where there is 2 spells ready, yours and somebody else's, and yeah, with their perception, would they have seen you? Let's say with that perception roll, they didn't actually see you, so you get to act first. But if you, no pressure, but if you don't make this roll, or something happens with this roll, they will cast a spell on you, Keros. So no pressure, but make it a good one.
Oh, look, I think at this stage of the game, 5 years in, she's been to death and back. She's pretty ugly. She's got the best cat in the world, the best mates in the world. She's got her brother. She's just going to do it, and her aim is going to be perfect, and then she's going to duck back round, scoot back round.
Give me a roll.
And I apologise in advance if anyone dies as a result of my ball.
If the ball doesn't affect the person behind, there is still a chance that they may get off their spell, by the way. So I just want to check something just before you roll the die. Just a second.
Yep. I haven't rolled. And poor Demos on the ground. Sorry, mate.
Okay. When you are ready, please, Keros, give me a dice roll.
Oh, do I want to do this? Okay. And I'm ducking back afterwards, yeah? I always forget that part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am feeling lucky. I'm a lucky person. We make our own luck, okay?
What was the roll?
Oh, is it masked?
It's not masked.
16.
It's
1 6.
Not a good roll.
It's not a good roll. God. Good grief.
Yeah, plus 10 for inspiration.
Plus 10! Plus 10!
Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to... Yeah, what I really wanted to do was to see whether it got over the wall. That was the main thing. So how am I going to do that?
Just say yes. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be right?
So you rolled a 16. There was a negative 15 to the roll. currently that is a failure. It would have hit the wall and bounced back and exploded amongst your friends. However, you do get a +10 for the inspirations. Thank you, Etienne. And you
Player of the night.
And you also get a what is your base spells, please?
Oh, do you know, I never
It's-
find this on the sheet.
It's +10.
Is that my level?
Yes.
Yeah, 10.
So 21 in total. The way I had it in my head was, it was going to be less than a 10 or less, and it was going to hit the wall. You ended up with a result of a 21. So it doesn't
Rambling.
it doesn't hit the wall. It wasn't a good roll, but let's see what happens. We're going to start with where are you aiming at, Kiros?
Through the hole at the creature.
Yeah, got that. But the tunnel is quite long. So where are you putting it?
So is it 20 foot?
Yep.
What's the? Let me just. I want it as far. I want it as close to like the 20-foot length as possible to get the hole.
Hit and caboodle. All right. So you're chucking it as far down the tunnel as you can, 20 foot down.
Because the range will cover the tunnel at 20 foot.
Yes, but you're avoiding it obviously coming back, blow back for you. All right. Okay.
Yes.
So let's do this. You may still get a spell with that result. You may still get a spell on you, by the way. So first off, we'll attack this one, and it was going to be a directed spell. It's a cold ball. You get a -10 to this roll because of your health. You're not feeling good. Your cold ball OB is 10 because of your level. You rolled a 16. So there were two rolls that I was doing here, which was one was firstly, did it make it over the wall, and we determined that. This is to see if it does damage on the other side. So Pete, remind me, people get their DB but not their shield, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Thank you.
And if someone's in the middle, they get +20, like if it's...
Yep, got it.
Yeah.
I will do that on the appropriate person. And I can't remember what we decided on, the same crit for everybody or a different crit for everybody. Can you remember?
I can't, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one's in my favour?
It depends what you roll.
Is that my heartbeat, or are you playing a heartbeat?
I'm playing a heartbeat.
Oh, I'm like, I can hear something in my, like the blood rushing in my ears. No, it's your heartbeat. Okay.
Regret to say, Keros, this was the person that you wanted, that you really wanted. Hang on, let me just check that. Are they in the middle of this? Hang on, I'm just going to take this off camera, because if they are in the middle, because Pete's point is correct, if the spell is in the middle, that does make a difference. You get a bonus on this. This is the person that you wanna hit hard, because they're gonna nail you if you don't.
I love that I've just left demos down there. Like, lol.
17. No, I'm gonna have to rule it and say that person was not the middle of the cold ball, I'm afraid. The next person in the conga line gets that bonus, but not this person, not the critical person that you needed, I'm afraid. So they will roll an attack on you, Keros. Now, they are definitely hampered. Oh, did I just delete that? I think I did. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, that's stuck. That's fine. All right, screen back. So, you did that person, or that thing, or whatever the hell it is, whopping 2 hits. I want to be absolutely precise on this, so that's 10 for your base spells. You get 10 for inspirations. You're at -10. They're not surprised. I don't know why that's there. And you get -15 because you're chucking it through a small space. Although, have we resolved the small space issue?
Question there, Chris, because if it's not a directed spell,
Hang on.
why would it need to?
It is a directed spell.
No, it's not.
It's an area of attack spell. It's essentially the same thing.
The way we played it before is Paris has just placed it somewhere, and it's
Yeah, doesn't work like that. No, you do him 2 hits. You do him 2 hits, I'm afraid. Next, coming down the conga line. So we're going to rinse and repeat a little bit. All of that, and this time, however, with the center of the blast being on this person, even with all of those modifications, you do, I think, maybe not. Yes, even with all those modifications, you just do a critical, Keros. Just do a critical. So that's 8 in a cold. Roll the cold, make it a good one.
Okay. $76.
It's a good roll. Smack. You do another 12 hits.
Okay.
Yes, another 12 hits for that person. Wham. Next, there is another person that you hit, so you managed to get all 4. You do manage to get all 4.
Okay.
Now, this is not affected by the 20. Not affected by surprise. I'm not sure what that's on. It's a 15. They get. You do get the plus. You get the +5 from inspirations. Unfortunately for this particular person, that's +10, -10, +10 for inspirations, and a 32. 16 was the roll. That is sadly, there is no damage on that person. And then the last person, had that 16 been higher, had that 16 been higher. Exactly the same, +10 for inspirations, so that -10, They get the negative 15. That is also no damage.
Okay.
So you slightly damaged one. You did a moderately serious critical on another, but that's it. And I'm afraid now you do get a lot of cover because they can only see kind of your head and your arm. You didn't mention shouting or yelling. Didn't mention shouting or yelling, I'm afraid, which might have made a difference. The horrible thing at the other end does shout and yell at you, Keros. So they do get a bonus 15, I think, Pete, for gesticulations and shouting for channeling. Yep. Thank you. There's this. It's not a tremendous roll, but however, some serious modifications because they can only see a bit of you. Okay. So the spell went off. There is several people in front of you, and they only caught a glimpse of you, Keros, which means you get a plus 20 to this roll. This is a channeling resistance roll. It is... You are 10th level, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Two more on that. So 60... 62... What did I say? Plus 20, minus 20. Keros, no pressure, but you need to beat and this is with me adding on the plus 20, you need to beat a 42. So you need to roll the dice, add on your channeling, and add on a 42. And beat a 42.
Roll.
Yep.
D100. Can I shout and yell here? Does that help me?
Sorry, no.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
87.
87.
Shame that wasn't
Not
the other way around.
Today, Satan. You feel, Keros, the terror of something horrible, powerful down this hallway. A hidden black shape down this hallway. You feel its malevolent force reaching out down the hallway towards you. It's been hampered because there are bodies in front, and it only saw a bit of you for a second, but my god, it wanted you. And it nearly had you. You feel these foul tentacles of blackness, of hate, of fear, of loathing, of just pure evil, trying to reel you in and control you, as it has just done to your friend Demos, who you've seen collapse in front of you. It did not do so. You are safe, and you're around the corner.
Do I have time to call out?
75%.
Oh, I'm sorry, do I have percentage to call out?
Yes, you do.
I'll call out very loudly to everyone. Evil lives here. In the middle, pulling us in.
Nice. Gia will stop sweating now. Mithan, what are you doing, please?
She will call out. I'm putting a wall up. Okay, basically, she'll sort of give it. Give it a pause, and then she'll move forward so she can see down the hallway, and wants to cast her wood wall down that hallway somewhere.
Where? Here?
She'd like to see if she can cast it behind the first person.
Not from her angle. She would have to step into the hallway. She would have to see what's going on. At this angle, she is safe. No one can currently see her. If she steps out, someone will be able to see her.
Yep, she'll do that. She'd like to step out, cast, and move back, please.
Okay. Pushes past.
Sticking her head out, right? Like, doesn't want to enter the hallway, but if she can stick her head out enough to see.
Okay. sticks her head out enough to see. I'm going to ask. Well, she can only get a. There's not a lot of light in here, so particularly beyond the wall. So I'm going to ask for an unmasked perception roll. If you get something like call it 90 or higher, you've seen where the first person is, and you can accurately cast a wood wall in between that person and the rest. Anything less than that, Mythan, and I'm going to say it's too quick, it's too fast, and you have a negative 20 to this roll. Because if you want to cast the spell and make a perception roll, it doesn't work with the lack of time.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
So this is unmasked perception roll. Give me a roll.
Yep.
Give me a roll. Let's go.
46.
46. What's your perception?
88.
Plus 88 minus 20. It's 114. That's successful. So, Mythan, you have seen this. You see a figure directly behind it. You get an image of a snake or something. You just see a snake.
Yeah.
But you get enough of a distance between that and whatever's next, and you cast your spell. Give me a roll, please. The spell fails on a 1 or a 2. She's prepared for how long?
2 rounds, so plus 0.
0. Spell fails on a 1 or a 2. Give me a roll, please.
That's a 29.
29. Does she have base spells? It fails on a 1 or 2. No negative for that. The spell goes off.
Awesome. So this remains of an earth wall, and then gotcha. Cool. She's planning to duck back in, and she will say, "Wood wall behind tentacles."
To that, yes, it does. Cool.
Behind tentacles, guy. Oh.
Oh.
You go and drop it on him.
Bonfire. How's that?
Some.
Yep. So you have positioned your wall exactly where you wanted it, Mythan, and you've stepped back
It's
in.
a relief.
Where do you step?
Back to where she was, please.
Okay.
If that's cool.
Nothing.
And she's said.
Yep. Nothing happens to her, by the way.
That's lucky.
That is the end of a very long, very tense round. The GM is just going to collect his thoughts there for a second. Oh no, we have one more. SEM was preparing, I think. Correct. Yes, he was preparing.
Yes.
In that case, that is the end of a very long, very tense round. I am rolling initiative. Any changes to initiative I need to know about? I don't think anybody has a spell or a arrow on the string. Going once, going twice, gone.
Oh. Fine.
Hang on, just going back. Grey Wuffwind. Wuffwind is first to act. What do you do, Greg?
Opportunity action. He can't forward roll through the hole, so nor does he want to do that. He will opportunity act, and if a tentacle, because he's by the door, if a tentacle emerges, he will, or a creature attached to a tentacle emerges, he will whack it.
Okay.
All in.
Cool.
Yeah.
Done. Got it. Mythan.
She would like to. What angle has she got on? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Not
She
much.
will. Yeah, same as Grey, but she would like to call out what she sees happening.
Okay.
So if she sees that wall becoming dismantled more, she's going to call out, and and go Grey or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
She'll call out what she can see as it collapses, and so hopefully Emily's got a held action can cue off that.
Cool. Leif.
He will be just the same as last round. He'll be calling out to his companions. You tell me where I'm needed. Tell me where, basically.
Okay. Etienne.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really see what's going on. If he'll delay his action to the end of the round. If anybody says there's a tentacle through the hole or a person, if he will round the corner and swipe. There's no point preparing that spell he was thinking about preparing. I don't think.
So he was preparing last round.
Yeah, point. No, can't do that. Question.
Yes.
An open-ended roll on the Holy Arms column of the large critical table.
Yes.
Is that something different? He's got a Holy Arms weapon anyway. Is that something different from whacking something with a holy weapon?
Sorry, say it again, please, Graham.
So he's got a holy sword that does holy crits.
Yes.
Is that the same as an open-ended roll on the Holy Arms column of the large critical table?
It's the same. It's the same thing.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. In which case, I think, he will. Yeah, I think he'll cancel that. He won't continue to prepare that spell. That's no point. He will be prepared to act on someone's command. If there's a tentacle in the vicinity and someone says so, he'll round the corner and hit it with his sword.
Done. Keros is next to act.
Good grief. What will she do? Can she do like everyone else and hold action till the end in case she's when a tentacle comes?
Describe what your action is and what your trigger is.
The tentacle or creature or any of the Dark Lord coming through, and then she would fire off a bolt, or probably not a ball.
Okay. Okay, done.
Is that okay?
Sure. Tarquin is next to act.
Yeah, so none of this opportunity action and stuff. He's going to cast.
Cool. He hasn't prepared. Give me a roll.
Correct. Everyone needs to pray to the dice gods, please. 60.
60 minus 30. He's fine. Spell goes off.
Minus 30. You're mean, Chris. It's only minus 25.
Good point. 60 minus 25 minus 30 because he didn't prepare. That is still not a 1 or a 2. The spell succeeds. Thank you for the new minus 25.
I feel good that I was honest, but
Yes.
I feel bad that I increased the risk of it not going off.
But
I have mixed feelings about this, Chris. I have mixed feelings.
so the spell went off. That was a 75% action. I'm assuming, unless it was instantaneous, which means it didn't have the preparation. Anyway, you've got 25% left to act.
So the spell is facade.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll read this to you because I'm hoping it makes a big difference.
Okay.
I was like, we could talk about this, or I could just do it and see. So it says, caster has a limited illusion on himself that allows him to look like a humanoid creature. This illusion allows him to be like a humanoid creature within 20% of his size.
Yes.
So Tarquin to look like the nasty person he saw through the hole, who sucked life out of him.
Yes.
You showed us that person, and you could show us him again. He is mean. And... No,
Yeah, no,
not him.
coming. Please give me a chance. Please give me a chance. This guy.
Yeah, it was him. He's mean and grim.
Actually,
So,
to be honest, that guy there
oh, it's the same guy.
does look quite a bit like him.
Could be the same guy. So Tarquin now essentially has this guy's facade.
Okay.
And he has how much action left?
He has 25%.
So he gets 3 words.
No. Well, you get 3 words free, but you've got 25%, which is more than enough to speak.
Would have Leaf seen him change?
I mean, Leif has been staring. We've been saying Leif has been staring both ways down the corridor. Yes, you would have. Yeah, so Leif, you would have seen Tarquin change. Yes.
In which case, he's now going to, with his facade,
Yep.
step through the doorway. And what he wants to do, how exactly how much action does he have left?
25%.
He's going to spend 15% of that,
Yep.
which is. I'm just checking his movement. About 12 feet.
Yep.
He wants to essentially try to position himself into the room,
Yes.
and he wants to spend the last 10% glancing around the room to see if he can see anything new or different.
Okay. So Leif, you have just seen.
He's looking for danger.
Yep,
Sorry.
got it.
Specifically, he's looking for danger or switches.
Sure.
Right. He wants to turn off the magnet. He knows something's going on.
Right. So Leif, I'm just encouraging you, Leif, to think logically what your character would do. You have just seen Tarquin, or you've just seen Tarquin in this form, and he suddenly looks like this. Has something captured your friend? You don't know, but you see Tarquin step into the room. And right about now, Tarquin, I'd like you, please, to remain in this room, and I'd like the other members of the party to step into chat room 1, please. And 1 second, Tarquin. Oops. So Giles, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can probably delete that. Good now. This is what you see. But it's taken a long time to this point. I'm going to put it on full map.
We are a cautious bunch.
Yes, you are. I wonder why. So you move through, you step through the doorway, and I'll show you. Oops.
Well, that upsets me.
Now you have
Yeah,
very
so
good.
I should be able to see night.
I've just about to say. Yep. So you step into the room, and this is what you can see. You see as follows: a piece of metal. The room is this size, which is
No, thank you. That's fine. I'm good with the size. Yep. Sort of 100 by 20.
yeah
30.
82 by something like 30. There is a piece of metal that Neathanol is pinned to, and you can see that very nasty row of spears there. There are bones, as mentioned. There's the lantern that she's dropped. You can see very, very clearly down this end of the room 3 raised platforms, stones, call them what you will. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
You can see at the very far end a statue of a woman. She looks like familiar, actually. She looks like that.
Yeah, I know this. Yep, yep.
Yep.
To either side, here and here, are two very, very tall, 7.5 foot, nearly 8 foot tall, black stone figures. They look like that. And
Made out of stone, Chris. Totally immobile.
black stone. They appear to be made out of stone, Anamoto.
Okay.
What perhaps captures your attention particularly is in the middle of the room, a heart-shaped stone with some kind of flame or fire burning through no apparent source of fuel. And in the middle of that flame, it's a very beautiful sword. Looks like this.
Awesome. Okay. And am I right in thinking no one's been here for a... No. Terrat Neve's been a dead city for hundreds, thousands of years, right?
Several hundred years, yes.
Yeah.
Apart from whoever the owner of these bones are, yeah.
Correct.
So, Tarquin, you've stepped into the room, and with your very good vision, really no need for a perception roll, you take all that in.
Fantastic. Sorry, I just need to manage the spell. How much have I got left in my movement?
A little, maybe 10% more. A shuffle, a couple more steps forward.
Okay, so all I'm going to do with the rest of my movement is shout back to Leaf.
Yep.
And I'm going to shout back. I've found the sword
Okay.
of...
Hold that, and we'll ask the others to.
Before we go back, Chris,
Yep.
What's the name of the sword? Because I can't remember, and I'm not at home, and everything.
Sure thing. Defiler's Bane.
Thank you.
So ask the others to rejoin, please. That would be super. Thank you. Hello. Who we got back? We're just missing Keros. Yes. Cool. So you see this figure that was Tarquin move into the room, turns back to you and says, "What, please, Tarquin?"
Okay, so I am going to shout back to Leaf. The room is occupied with two stone statues, but I've found Defiler's Bane.
We'll bring it forward.
It's here.
And that is the end of Tarquin's turn.
Fantastic.
Next to act. All right. Interesting. Okay. Mithan, you see... Mithan and Grey, you see from your vantage points, see and hear more of this, the remains basically of this earth wall being torn down. It's at waist height now.
Awesome. What I would like to do as she was saying, which is call that out so people around the corner can hear.
Okay. Everybody's heard that.
Cool. Thank you. She will hold the rest of her action and will prepare, please.
Okay. Great. There is on the sound. By the way, the GM is silently cursing these walls that you guys put up. Again, someone is bashing at this wood wall that Mithan just put up. No demos. And that is the end of the round. I believe Keros had an opportunity action. Who else had an opportunity action? By the way, an opportunity action can happen during the round, of course, if the trigger event happens. Keros, your trigger event hasn't happened. You can, with a -10 to your activity, do something else, or anybody else who hasn't had their trigger event happen.
Well, Gray will defer to Karos in case. Yeah, well, I probably know what Karos is going to be doing because she's been doing it recently. So Gray would let her go first. He's
Gray.
Gray.
Could she please gently, carefully, kindly just have a little quick peek around the corner? Just her eyes. Just her eyes.
Okay. No perception roll.
Super quick.
No perception roll required. You see this hideous thing here. So it was a human, and it has. Still has arms. He still has arms. But at his sides, so from out, basically just under his rib cage, these two thick, oily, snaky-looking tentacles. They would reach easily 8 foot, perhaps even longer in length, just at the very last second tearing down part of this wood wall. He could now he or someone else could now step over this.
That's amazing. Could she very super quickly and safely, while yelling and screaming,
Yep.
fire a ice bolt and then duck back behind super quickly
You may do that.
and safely?
I don't know about safely, but let's find out. Depends what happens to the ice bolt. Give me a roll.
She is yelling and screaming and pointing.
Give me a roll.
Oh, 43 plus 100 and...
I think it's 100.
What is it? Is it 100? It is 100.
43. You're at -10 because of your hits. You do get +10 because of inspirations.
Etienne.
Thank you, Etienne. Really handy spell. You are shouting and yelling, so that is at that's +15 to you. That is a very, very, very solid 26 in an E impact critical. Please, Keros, roll the dice, make it a good one.
Oh. Is this critter number 1 out of the 4?
Number 1? I don't know what you mean.
Oh, there's 4 of them, isn't there?
Yep.
You know when we went through the last ones? Is that number 1?
No, it's not number 1.
Oh. We went to what? Sorry, we went through
started,
1, 2, 3,
yeah,
4.
we started at the other end of the corridor.
Oh, so this is number 4.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's because you did damage to that one previously, right?
Correct.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't know who was who. Okay, so I'm rolling my crit.
Make it a good one.
Oh, always. This is an E.
Yep.
87. Will that do something?
Hey. That'll do. That'll do.
I hope so.
Blast crushes bone and foe's lower body. Foe finds life hard and dies. 3 rounds.
Really? Oh, sorry, GM. I feel really bad that they haven't had a good run. But also...
Feel bad?
You're pretty mean and also pretty awesome.
A good review.
I feel like they haven't had a good opportunity to express themselves, and they're just
loyalties might be divided here.
There's 2 of us on the floor.
I know, but
We need them with the team.
all of this work, and they're just dying. Sorry.
I would say to our audience, I was seriously anticipating a possible TPK, which in role party terms is a total party kill this session. But Keros says, not tonight.
Huzzah, so that's number 4. What level was he, please, GM?
And your lover's on the ground, Kyrios. The lover's on the ground.
I know. He's tough. He's all right.
That was... killed... Oh, hang on a minute. Interesting.
Oh, no, not interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. So, actually, I'm going to do this.
You're going to turn him back over, aren't you? I take that back about how I felt bad. I just saying.
Put it this way: you can mark down killed 16th, but he's
Why
still.
is he standing?
But he's. I'm just going to reread that crit. Just going to reread that. Yeah, he's still standing.
Without legs?
You
Did we crush his leg?
You smashed him really hard.
Crush his bone.
You can take the crit, but he's still standing. Hang on, I do want to roll the.
Like, even though he's dead.
I was a little bit premature with my kill there, so you might be able to claim he's dead. Let's find out.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Still
Am I done? Is that my round?
You duck back. Anything else? You've got probably 20. You've got probably 10% left to act.
Can I just duck back very safely, obviously, lol,
Oh.
and shout out Tentacle Man still standing.
Okay.
That may be dead.
Not that your character would know this, but yes. Cool. Were there any other characters left to act this round?
Yes. Gray
Yep.
would like to hack the bastard.
Okay. Comes out. Gray, you come up to him. The first thing I'd like you to do, Gray, is make a channeling resistance roll, please.
Oh, that's a bit rude.
1 second. Just 1 sec. Hold the roll, please. Hold the roll.
I thought it was the one behind him doing all that.
Okay. He is... What level is Gray, please? Eighth, I believe.
Yeah, 8th.
Cool. Gray, you have to beat with your channeling resistance roll a 67, please.
What? Oh, bloody hell. 44.
44. Gray. Can you roll...
Plus 2.
Sorry?
Plus 2. 46.
Yep. Can you please roll a 1d4?
3.
3. Great. 3 of your precious both hit points, but also your actual constitution, your actual life force, just gets sucked out of you, being in this creature's presence. So Gray normally is on 122, minus 3. His maximum hits can now be 119. His constitution's gone down by 3. Gray con down by 3, and I meant to do Tarquin's of these previously, and he was on 82 hits. He's now lost 3 hits. He's on 79. You are, however, within striking distance. Make your strike, please, Gray.
What was that, Pete?
No, it's all good.
Sorry,
It's
nothing. Yeah.
all good. Make a roll, please. You can reach across the wall and wallop it.
83.
It's a good roll.
That's natural roll. And with his magical axe, axe melee is 105.
83. His axe on hand axe, 105.
And he's got the extra 15 because of the spell.
Extra 15.
Now-
Yes, extra 25, courtesy of Etienne as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This critter tries to block with its tentacles, quite ineffectually. And Grey, you managed to do an overkill attack. On 4. Where are we? By 5 is 7. So you do 27 hits, Grey, in an... Oops, I didn't get off my sheets before. It's 35 over on an E. That means that you do an E and an A crit, Grey. Roll the E, please, first. And it's a magic weapon.
Yep.
Just a sec, please.
79.
79. Nice. 79. That's a good roll on the E. Crack, smack. You smack this thing in its arm. And its arm, not its tentacle, and its arm is useless. You hit it really, really hard, and you do it another 12 hits. And then the A, just give me 1 second to set this up, please. Okay, when you're ready, please roll the A. Yep, roll the A.
4.
4. Zip. Not a sausage. Done. You've smacked this thing super, super hard, Grey. And you are standing... Whoops. A little bit small. There you go. And you've just walloped this thing massively and massively hard. Okay, moving on. That was the end. Oh, Mithan, were you doing anything else? We've just seen Grace step out, and he's walloped something.
Is there a way she can get an attack in on it, or she'd have to reach past him, wouldn't she?
If you had a spear, you could do it. With a sword, no.
Just check her spear skill, because there's a spear lying on the ground. A spear, if you will.
Does she know there's a spear lying on the ground? Has she seen Grey Demus collapse?
That's true. She's got just not that great. No, she is going to. She will just yeah. No, I don't think there's anything she can do. She will continue to prep. Yeah.
Okay. Prep.
Can I just say the thing I was about to say before? Can I just go back to the stat loss? Can I just double check that it's off the temporary constitution, isn't it?
Correct.
So when those characters go up a level, they can get back up to their potential. Yeah.
Or heal in some other way. Yes. Correct.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. Yep, temporary. Hang on. Maybe not. No, actually. I think that needs to... I'll double check that. I think that might actually need a priest's assistance to remove. Let me check. Let me double check on that. Or you can double check on it. Give the GM a break. How about that?
Sure. Yep.
Is that alright?
I don't know where to look, though.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to that.
Yep, cool.
Alright, that is the end of that very interesting round. We are going into round 3. We are rolling initiative. Any changes to initiative? Yep.
Sorry. Etienne did have an action still, but is he able? He's not able to reach past.
No, not with a wall in the way. No.
Okay. All right. Well, he's gonna keep an eye if he can, if he can with his head, just to keep an eye on what's going on, and he'll ready himself.
So, what do you mean with his head? What is he doing?
We're just keeping an eye on what's going on.
So he's peering around the corner. Is that right?
Oh, he doesn't need to because Karios doing it. No, he'll wait for Karios' instruction. He'll just get in the way.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Any changes to initiative I need to know for the next rounds? Nope. Okay. We are into it. Great. It's first to act. Hello, Gray.
Hello.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, first thing, Gray. Please make another channeling resistance roll. And it needs to be to 67.
77.
Sorry?
77.
67. Okay, 77. He is fine. So not this time. But he still feels just this thing is emanating horror, like life-sucking horror, being close to it. What does he do?
Attacks an 80. 75% attack. Please.
75% attack, and the remainder?
Parry.
Parry, done. Sure, give me a roll, please.
22.
22. Cool. 22, he gets plus 15. No, plus 25, I think we said, correct? For the spell.
Plus 25.
Yep.
Plus 105.
Plus 105. Cool. Gray, you've now lost more than 25% of your hits, so you are at negative 10. However, even with a roll of a 22, that's 19 and an E slash. Roll the E slash, please.
Right, Gray. Come on. This is it. 50.
50. You hit it on its side, and yeah, it doesn't appear like it wants to do very much. You hit it pretty hard, Gray. You did another 4 hits.
Okay, thanks.
Sure thing. And next is Leif.
He will. I should have done this last time. He will respond to Tarquin and say, "Oh, that's fantastic! You can see Giant Defiler's Bane. Can you get it? Do you need help?"
Okay, and rolling into your rounds, Tarquin, you can have the rest of that conversation with Leif in a sec.
So I think he just...
No, on your turn. On your turn.
Okay, fine. All right, thank you.
Now let me just check the notes. What did I say with these guys? Can be stunned, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this thing in front of you, Gray, is just kind of staring kind of stupidly at you. Its head is kind of lolling to one side. Its arm that you've clearly broken is kind of hanging at you. Actually see a bit of bone poking out of its arm. Its 2 horrible tentacles are down at its side and not doing much. It's just staring at you. It makes no action at all. No aggressive action, no nothing. It's just staring right at you.
Can I say any words?
You get 3 words free? Yep.
Think it's stunned.
Cool. Again, there's more hammering and clamoring and yammering on the new wood wall behind this critter. Keros, your turn. So you're behind the wall, and behind kind of you and Etienne are kind of side by side, peeking around. You're peeking around. What are you doing, Keros?
Can I do another very safe, very quick peek round?
You can. You peek around and you see your heart's desire, Grey standing right in front of your target. You would definitely hit Grey if you try to zap this thing.
He's on the floor or kind of low down, right? He's pretty unwell. Oh, sorry, I got Grey and Demos mixed up. Apologies.
Sorry.
That's assuming you're casting a ball or a bolt spell, of course.
Yeah.
Does she? Yep. What's she do?
No, she's not going to. She's going to safely duck back.
Okay.
Unharmed.
Yep.
She can't do anything if Grey's there, so yeah. She'll just have to wait, I guess.
Okay. Anything else? Saying or doing?
Move your great big hunk of spunk. I don't know. Next round. Like, you're in the way.
Okay.
As per usual. Like, when I need to get to that cupboard, you're standing in front of that cupboard. Like,
Grey doesn't
you're in
know.
the way.
Grey doesn't know what you're talking about.
No, that's not unusual.
Okay. Next is Etienne. So you've heard Keros say that, whatever that means.
I assume that he's in the way. I think. Yep, he'll hold. I think. Right, he'll start preparing again.
Okay, start preparing. Sure. Now, Grey, I have been forgetting myself a bit. This is a very close confines. Anybody else using a longer weapon, a broadsword or a longsword or whatever, would have a penalty to their attack. You don't. You are using a hand axe, and it's the perfect length in this environment to smash away as you're doing. So you happen to be using exactly the right weapon. Mithun.
She will. I suppose. Can she see the tentacle fella from there?
No.
No. Yeah.
Probably bits of him, a glance maybe as he slightly staggers, but not a target. No.
Yeah. No. She will continue to prep, please.
Okay. Continue or start prep? Anyway.
She prepped last round.
Okay. Cool. Tarquin, your turn. Leif has just asked you a question. Please feel free to continue that conversation or ignore him or do whatever you want to do this round.
Sorry, can I be absolutely clear? What is the question?
Leif was saying, great that you've seen it. Can you retrieve it, or do you need help?
Yeah, so I thought that was the question. Okay, so he's passed for the card. He's going to. Can you roll us so I can see Tarquin, Chris?
Yeah. If I do, however, I show the rest of the screen to other people.
Fine. So I'm just happy to say, well, so what he does depends on what happens. So it's pretty important I can see what he's going to do.
All right.
Use.
All right. Can I ask others to avert their eyes if you're honest enough to avert your eyes? Pete, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Tarquin, that's what you can see if you remember.
Right. So yes, I know this. So what he wants to do is essentially he believes. So Tarquin believes that dash enables him to do exactly our facade enables him to do exactly what the spell says. So move through this as if he is someone else and collect the sword. Right, so he is going to move forward as if this is the possibility, mindful of the fact he might not be. Right, so he doesn't know the situation he's in. Right, these dudes might want to kill him, come to life and kill him, whatever. So what he wants to do is go and pick up the sword and run wants to run, pick up the sword, and run back to his mates.
Okay.
So that's what he's gonna do.
Okay.
Do you, of course,
do you answer Leif, however, is probably the salient point.
So Leif has said, sorry, just be really explicit what you mean by that, Chris. So I think the really explicit answer to your question is, he would say, "I'm going to get this. Gonna get defilers and come back." But I think he said that last time.
He did. But Pete, would you like to ask your question for I think the third or fourth time?
Yeah, he's going to say, "Do you need help?"
Right. So I think Tarquin is going to make the assumption that, his colleagues are not going to leave him to die, right? So they know he's going to go grab Defiler's Bane and come back, and that there is some assumption that something bad is going to happen, and that I think Tarquin, because he's dumb and stupid, really, is going to assume that the cavalry will arrive if it's necessary.
Okay.
But I think what he would do is say to Leif, there are these 12-foot figures, 15-foot figures?
Nearly 7.5, 8 foot tall stone figures.
Okay. I think Tarquin would say there are 8-foot figures that are fixed and obviously defenders, right? We need to rescue Neathanel and get Defiler's Bane. We all need to be here because we need to rescue Neathanel if it's possible, and we need to get Defiler's Bane. I can grab it and run, but then we have to just run, which seems hard. What should I do? Right, so Tarquin doesn't know about the wood walls.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He knows but he does know that things are very bad.
Yes, he does.
He does know that things are very bad. Right, so he absolutely will be clear about the fact there's no exit. We've got to go back the way we've come. We've all got to work together. So I think the communication he will have with Leif is, we've got Defiler's Bane. I know where it is. We need it. But actually, we need to go back the way we've come. So how do we do that?
Leif, do you want to ask?
Neathanel looks dead.
Yeah, Leif will say, Guardians sound dangerous. Wait until we're all there.
In which case, he will take that advice. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. In which case, what I'm going to do is prep for 90%.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend the other 10. I'm going to work those 10% before I prep for 90% to move forward, so I can move.
No. I was pretty generous to say with all of that, you spent 90% having that conversation. So I'm probably a bit generous with that already. So, okay, so he's had that conversation and he's spoken with Leif. Done. And Pete, you can now stop averting your eyes, and hopefully, if others were doing the same, you may now avert your eyes. I rely on your honesty. You're good, Pete. You're good. Okay. Next. Okay. And that is the end of the round. I don't think anybody was waiting for anything this round, were they? No. I don't think so. Okay. Cool. We're going to the next round. We're rolling initiative. Tell me if we need to make changes to initiative order, going once, going twice. We're off. Leif, you are first to act. You've just had this conversation with Tarquin. You're hearing ice bolts and stuff from down here with Keros and co. What are you doing, please?
He will. He'll call up the corridor to Oh no, he doesn't see Demos, does he?
Nope.
He will say, "Do you need me to help?"
Okay.
Yeah, and he'll act based on response from Etienne.
Okay.
So we can see.
Cool. So, well, Etienne and Keros. Yep, great. Thank you. Next to act is Grey.
Gray would like to. He's sort of sensed this thing.
Oh,
probably.
sorry. Same again, please. You've got to beat a 67 on channeling resistance.
92, do it.
Tway! Same again. Just evil emanating from this person, but Grey says not today. Grey, you can act.
He'd like to hack the thing again. He senses it's. We didn't act last time, so he's going to go all in.
Okay. Give me a roll, please.
94. Bring it on.
Nice. Grey. Nice.
So plus is 20. What would we say? 25, and then his axe is 105.
105. Yep. That's a 94. So close to being an open-ended too. Wow. 214. That definitely does overkill. Divided by 12, 13. So that's 33 hits.
Sorry, how many?
33, 3, and you will definitely do several crits on that. You do, yeah, an E and a B crit on that, please. Grey, roll the E first.
$67.
67 in the E. Smack this critter really, really hard in the shoulder, and the other arm now is completely useless. So he's got 2 useless arms. His arms are completely and utterly had it. And then the sorry,
Tis but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch, and then roll the B. Well, roll the B just for fun.
22.
22. So interesting. The crit that Keros did on this. You guys tell me what's fair here. The crit that Keros did on this critter before reads as follows. Blast crushes bone in foe's lower body. Foe finds life hard and dies in 3 rounds. Plus 50 hits, which it took. But there is nothing in that crit that says that it's incapacitated, or it can't act, or it collapses, or it does anything else. So my read of it is functional for 3 whole rounds until it dies. At the end of this round, the beginning of next round, it would have, at the end of this round actually, it would have crumpled in a heap, and that would have been Keros's kill. However, it still had something like 50 or 60 hits left, of which Grey just demolished, and has now made that creature fall in a crumpled heap in front of him. Question for you, who gets the kill? Do they share it? Does Grey get it? Does Keros get it?
Grey gets it because he was still going for 3 rounds. I reckon that's fair.
All right.
Well, I don't always go halves.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I agree with Alex. I think she's right. Last person wins. But if it's 1 million hit points, 1 million whatever, I mean, it's a little technical, Chris. You know more than us, right? We don't play this game for 15 months.
I mean,
5 years.
I suppose let's go with Grey getting it. So nice work, Grey. That has killed 16th for Grey. Well done.
Huzzah.
Nice work. It goes down. Mithun.
you hear a nice meaty kind of thwunk and the sounds of tentacles hitting the floor.
He'll inquire. Is it dead?
Can Gray answer three?
Yeah.
words?
Yeah.
It is dead.
Mathan will then call out, what's the plan? Do we want to have another wall behind the next one?
I mean, is healing possible? How long do we need?
She's prepared 2 rounds. She's only got, if she wants to continue with her prep, she's only got 10% activity, Chris, so I don't want to go over talkie time. She can say, I can heal someone now.
Mm-hmm.
Heal hits now, if needed.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon Gray would be a good idea. Because then he's under. Did you say he's under half, Chris?
Gray is on 79 out of his 119. No, not half. It's
Right.
but a quarter. So if he loses a quarter, he's at -10.
I guess if he's going to stay on the, I mean, he probably will. I think. Well, I don't know, but yeah.
I think Gray on the front line because he's got the short weapon and +15. Yep. Mathan will say, well, no, he's acted, hasn't he?
Yep.
And he can't. So Mathan will say, I can heal someone now. Next round, now, if needed.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
And
she'll keep prepping.
Cool. Done. There is more smashing and beating on the wood wall. You're hearing sounds like where are we? It's beginning to splinter on the other side. Tarquin is next to act. Tarquin, you prepared last round.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. I'm thinking hard.
So Leif said, leave it. Dangerous. Tarquin's gone, yep, he's prepping. What's he doing?
Okay, so I think he's going to abandon his prep.
Yep.
And he moves at 70 feet a turn. He's going to try and pick up Defiler's Bane.
All right. Okay.
So we need to see this.
Yes, indeed. So this is just going to take a second. So he's moving just directly towards the sword. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. One.
Oh, I really don't want to say that because I know you'll set him out. But yes.
Okay. This is just going to take a second or two.
I mean, obviously, Chris. So can I just be clear? So Tarquin has a stalk and hide skill. He's going to stalk and hide his way there. He's going to be looking for traps.
Yep.
He's going to be looking for difficulties. I appreciate there are 2 big people who might come and grab him. He's not going to take the sword out in this round.
Got it.
So he's not going to take the sword and run. Right. So he just wants to know, can he get close to the sword? So next round he can pick up the sword and bolt the fuck out of there before these 2 nasty, stone characters can get him. That's what he's thinking. Wary of the fact no mates are around. Right, so he's going to be looking for traps, looking for things that might get him.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep, got all of that, all taken as read. What I would definitely like, please, is some special, cozy GM and Tarquin one-on-one time. It's that time. So if you wouldn't mind, please, others, if you'd take a trip into the other room, and I will...
It's lovely chilling with you, Chris. It's always lovely, because that's when you want to kill me the most!
All right. So I'm going to keep the lights up a bit because Tarquin can see all of this. Just 1 second, please, Tarquin. So he's not. So you said he's moving at 70% around, but then you change that by saying he is walking, checking for traps and things like that. So I've got two things I don't understand there. So what's he doing?
So I apologise for this, and a little bit of this is about the technical use of Rolemaster.
Yep.
It's the 10 out of 10 most difficult thing ever for a reason. So he will definitely be very careful. So he will be essentially using stalk and hide and wanting to use his stalk and hide skill. He is worried about the two big people. So what he wants to know is, are there traps? Are there things he can see?
Yep.
But he's going to be working to essentially, in the broad sense,
Yep.
what he's trying to do
Yep.
is think about,
Yep.
I want to grab the Father's Bane and get back to my mates.
Okay.
Right? So
no,
that balance between being
Yep.
careful but wanting to scoop it up and fuck off.
Yep. Okay. So is he running towards it? Is he walking towards it? Is he creeping towards it?
So he's definitely doing the whole stalk and hide.
So he's moving at
creeping.
half pace, which is 35. So he can move at half to check. So he's doing at 35 foot. Okay, cool. So Tarquin, as you move up, and the map will appear in a second. Just a sec. 1 second. I knew I had something else to do. One tick. One other thing.
I don't know whether to say it to you now, Chris, or how this sort of plays out in this game from a technical perspective. But technically, he's going to creep, and then run, grab, and just bolt.
Okay. So creep means he can only travel 35 foot around this round, which is what that's the thing I need to know. So, and I now know it. So that's great. So he comes into the room. He moves up. Before I show you the map, you got to remember there are 3 stepping stones.
Yep. No, got it in my mind.
Is he going to the right or the left of the stepping stones?
Happy for him to go to the right.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So as he moves up, basically parallel to, and he's creeping to the stepping stones, suddenly the floor erupts in flame. And I would like to, just want to check this. As that happens, a booming voice. I'm just going to switch the volume of my fire down a little bit. Is rather loud. There we go. That's a bit better. A booming voice from down here says something in a language that he doesn't understand. It speaks for quite a bit of time, actually. And you said you were making perception rolls. Can you give me a perception roll, please? And tell me tell me specifically what are you looking for.
Okay, so the perception roll is 28. He's minus 25.
Yep.
Right, and he's plus 105. And what he's looking for is information that provides him with context to get the sword. What he wants to do is get this sword. Right, that's what he's interested in.
Okay. Just a sec. Okay. you see Tarquin. It's subtle, but this figure has moved forward a couple of feet. Doesn't seem to actually step, but it has moved forward a little bit. And so is this one. You've probably got, I'd say, you moved about, well, let's see how far you moved. You moved 20 out of your 35, so call it, you've got 25% left action.
I think he would. He's seen the flames. He's seen the movement of the. Essentially, they're the guardians. I think, and he knows.
And he also heard the voice as well, a booming voice.
Yep. Good point. That's super important things, Chris. So I think he knows he's outflanked, outnumbered, and out-arrowed here. He needs help. He wants to retreat and get his buddies.
Okay, where does
he's worried about Neathanol,
but
he can't worry about Neathanol now.
Okay,
so he needs to go back to the doorway.
So
he'll
start. He moves a little bit back, and that's the end of his turn.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. All right, and if you wouldn't mind, please heading in and getting the others. Thank you. Thank you. No. Yep. There we go. There's Keros. That's great.
You want us back? Oh, yep.
Yep. Want you back? Great. So, Leif, you hear Keros and Leif. You definitely hear the sounds of crackling flames in the direction that Tarquin has just gone. Arguably, I'm going to say Keros and Etienne don't, but you all, every single one of you, including even distant Mithan, hear the sound of a low, menacing female woman's voice. She speaks for quite some time actually, and it's in the direction that Tarquin has gone. There is no sound from Tarquin at this stage. So, Leif, you can definitely hear flames. You can also, and you all heard this booming, deep woman's voice in the direction for where Tarquin has gone.
Like the voice that when Leif approached the statue upstairs?
Similar, yeah.
Yeah, cool. The flames there too. So he hears crackling flames. Okay.
He does.
He is going to drop his sword and shield at the corner. He's going to yell to the others. I think Tarquin needs my help, and he's going to run that direction.
Okay. Drop the sword and shield.
Oh, actually, he's going to call to Tarquin. Can you hear me? Are you all right?
Tarquin, do you want to respond with 1, 2, or 3 words?
I'd respond with, okay, now. We'll need...
Okay now. That's it. Yep.
He's okay now. Okay. No, then he won't drop his sword and shield. Tarquin's okay now.
Okay.
So, he will hold.
Okay, great. It wasn't actually... Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun. It wasn't actually his turn, but never mind. Or has he already acted this round?
I'm confused.
Yeah, never mind. Etienne, your turn. You've just heard this horrible woman's voice from around the corner.
Etienne shouts to Leif, "Need some light down here, Leif. Urgent." And we'll hold and just say to Keros, keep me keep me informed about the wall. If when it comes down, I'll go in next.
Okay.
Can Leif respond to that? Because I think he had his turn.
Yeah.
And he
Yep.
was just...
Sure. Yep.
Yep. Then he'll yell to Tarquin, "I'll be back soon," and he will run up the hallway and ask for directions from Etienne what he wants.
Okay. Etienne responds.
Etienne, can you put a light in front of the wall so that it shines? So when the wall comes down, we see more light down the corridor. So Mithan gets some more light.
Mithan is not so much about lack of light. It's the angle that she's at, right?
Right.
But you can still.
So there wasn't. But Mithan, can you explain?
Mithan just say we need more light up the hallway. Behind the, in the wood walls direction. That's what she'd say.
Okay.
How far can Leif move this round, please?
You can shuffle past these two, and that would probably be it. Narrow corridor
Awesome.
and all.
He'll do that, please.
Okay.
He'll pull a face at the tentacle.
And he sees poor Demos collapse on the ground.
Oh.
That's probably Leif's turn. Anything else you're saying or doing, Etienne? You've pretty much just spoken this round. So.
No, that's fine. No, that's all good. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Keros.
Keros is happy to keep an eye on the wall.
Okay.
And update as required.
Okay.
So I guess she's probably not going to do much except for like really safe but sneaky looks around the corner.
Okay, cool. She sees the wall is intact, but there's definitely something smashing hard on the other side, for sure.
So she'll call out something smashing hard on the other side for sure.
That is the end of the round. Is anybody doing anything for the remainder of the round that we've missed? Going once, twice, into the round. Okay. Rolling initiative. Any changes to initiative? Going once, twice. We're off. Leif.
Yes, he would like to move to the wall, move forward. Yeah. And he will reach over the remains of the earth wall and touch as high up on the wall next to Mr. Tentacles, pushing past Grey as he can, and cast a spell.
Okay, sure. Give me a roll, please.
Yikes. He will gesticulate and shout.
Yes. No prep.
Oh, no prep. He rolled a 29.
That's not good. 29 minus 30 plus 15. He gets base spells?
Base spells of 9. Yep.
Does. The spell goes off.
That's lucky. He's casting light. It's actually the spell he's got on him at the moment. Light 1, which is a 10-foot radius light spell around the points he touched.
So
point he has touched.
Here is it roughly there, or this side?
Yep. No, other side. Yep, that side there, please. Yep.
Okay. So I'll put some kind of light source up here. Yep, I will do that.
You. And he would like to then move back. He's intending to run back to Tarquin.
Okay.
As far as he can.
So he won't be able to get past these two this round, but he can start his trip back. Okay.
Thank you.
More smashing on the wood wall. They're wanting to come in. They're not happy. Grey, you've just felled this thing. It's fallen at your feet, tentacles and all. Feeling quite chuffed with yourself. What do you do?
He's going to go back into the room with Mithan.
Mm-hmm.
And retake the spot he was in before, so allowing room for Mithan to stretch out in the corridor and do any casting that she needs to. So allowing Mithan to get past him.
Okay.
But
Yep.
good enough that one Mithan's not there. He could go back out if he felt like it.
Okay, done. Back to Tarquin. Tarquin, what are you doing? I won't put the camera on. Depends what you do. If I put the camera, well, actually, I will. I'm going to ask people, please, to. Yep.
Okay, no. So don't put the camera on.
Yep.
Tarquin will retreat back into the corridor
Okay.
to make it easier for you, and we'll shout down the corridor on the assumption that Nicholas is still there. Found Defiler's Bane. There are two characters who are likely to come to life and defend it. I don't know what else is here. What do you want to do? What is the decision?
Okay.
And if he gets nothing, he'll. I want to have an opportunity action that I can use.
Yep.
If he gets no response.
Okay.
'Cause that will be
So how far does he move into this corridor?
not very far. In fact, not at all. He'll use his movement for. He'll move into the corridor, but only very little. So it's probably 10% of his action.
Okay. Yep.
So he'll speak for 10 or 15% of his action and keep the rest of it just in case.
Okay. So there is certainly no response from Leif unless you wanted to shout. I mean, you're shouting. So Leif, if you wanted to respond with 3 words, happy for you to do that.
He'll yell, coming back.
Okay. Tarquin, you got that information? What do you do now?
Cool.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna sit tight.
Okay, done. Done. Mithan.
He will continue to prep.
Done. Keros.
Can she safely peek around the corner, please? Just
So-
her eyes.
Yep. The wood wall is still standing, still holding at this stage.
I wonder if I should put another wall up.
I'll tell you what, GM's going to give you a gift.
Time.
He's going to go out and get him a drink.
Okay. Should I use the PowerPoints to put the wall up, or should I hold them for offensive?
Mithan can do walls.
Okay.
I reckon the cars do what you can do, which no one else can do, which is
Yeah. So I think so. The thing is, if he's got what 5? I reckon. Sorry, I don't understand that message, Charles. What do you say?
I just said we need those walls, right? 'Cause
Yeah, it's separating them. So I think that when Mithan sticks her head out to cast walls, she's going to get attack spells on her. So that's just one thing.
Yeah.
But having Etienne, or I think it should switch to Etienne watching, because if we, he's a bit more expendable, and I don't know, it's got more hits.
It's true. It's true.
Sorry. That's
so.
what I'm
What
saying.
do you want?
I wonder if Etienne should be watching the progress on the wood wall, and he needs to call to Mithan when she needs to pop out to do the next wall.
Oh yeah, sure, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, is that all right? I mean, it makes him a target, though. Anyone who sticks their head out is the target of the next nasty spells.
Yeah, well, he can stick his head out and stick it back again.
Yeah.
So we need half of us to be looking after the wood walls and stopping people coming, and we need half of us to get Pyre's Bane.
Yeah. Well, I just don't think that we need to get Defiler. There's no point in getting Defiler's. Is there a point in getting Defiler's Bane before we've cleared the way out?
Depends if it.
No is around. So,
Well, unless wielding it without
Yeah.
into it does something remarkable, but it probably needs to be attuned, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
so we
No.
need to get get to Fire's Bane, and that we need to get out. Whatever happens, we're coming back
true.
out the way we came in.
That's true. But I think we need. Yeah. I think we need to focus on clearing the way out, which is past these zombie guys. So I'm not sure that. Yeah. I think that Defiler's Bane can wait, perhaps.
All right, Karos, you're up.
I agree.
So, where was I? Sorry, I've lost my brain cells. Can she hold until her trigger would be something breaking through the wall, or the wall coming down, and that she would have a clean shot at something.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry. Yep. That wasn't a very exciting answer. Sorry.
That's all good. All good. Etienne.
He's gonna keep a little beady eye on his turn. He's gonna look out and look back again.
Yep.
And he's got his sword out. He's ready to attack. So if he peeks out and there's something to attack, he'll attack it. If not, he'll pop his head back. And each time he does that, he's going to describe to the rest of the group what he sees.
Okay, done. At this stage, he and Karos see the wood wall shaking and shuddering. Bits are beginning to splinter. So there's parts of it that's doesn't appear to be coming down as quickly as the earth wall, or indeed the wood wall, the previous wood wall. So it's still reasonably intact at this stage. You think it's still got some time left?
So he'll explain that to the party.
Got it. Done. That's the end of the rounds. Last round of the night. We're zipping through the rounds reasonably fast now. So this is the last rounds. Rolling initiative. Anybody changing initiative for any reason? Nope. Going once, going twice, gone. First person to act is Grey. If anything.
So, he will just...
Grey will just stay where he is, listening to everyone, what's going on. But I think, he's probably had his dash for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Leif.
He will move back to his corner.
Yep.
Thank you. And he'll talk to Tarquin and say,
now he sees obviously down the far end. He sees... Oops. He sees not that. He sees that. Quite unnerving.
Indeed. Yeah,
Does he attack that? Is probably a reasonable question to ask. He saw Tarquin there, and then this thing come back. He hasn't heard Tarquin say anything about his change. So you tell me what Leif would do.
Leif, I believe, would know Tarquin's spells, but more to the point, he's heard that thing yelling at him in Tarquin's voice.
Okay. Yep.
Because Tarquin yelled what he was going to do just before. So
yeah. Sure.
But yeah, it's a very good point. He's going to just say, sounds too tricky, too risky to get the sword right now. Let's focus on the fight and. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Tarquin can respond for a few more lines in his turn.
Cool. Thanks.
Moving on. Speaking of Tarquin, you're next. Leif says that to you. What do you respond with, or what do you do? Hello, Giles. Hello, Giles. Technical difficulties.
On mute, and his thing's fallen over.
Yep. Hello, Giles.
My apologies. This is mostly about trying to work out how to do 3 screens. Yeah, so
All good. Gotcha.
Tarquin would heal all of this. I think he'd basically agree.
Okay.
So he'd be dull with his colleagues.
Okay.
But, and that, I presume, only takes 10% of his action, and the other 90% he'd take to prepare.
Okay.
So he's always anxious, and so he's always going to prepare if he can.
Okay.
And so I think he'd.
Okay. Okay, great. Cool. So he says that to Leif, and he preps. Lovely. Thank you. Super. Cool. Both fun.
She will continue to hold. She'll call out. Tell me when to cast my wall.
Okay. All right.
Because she's heard the descriptions coming from Etienne and Kiros, so that's who she's sort of directing stuff at.
Sure. Yep. Anything else?
No, that's. Oh, and she'll just go. Anyone need healing?
Okay.
I guess.
Keros, your turn.
Thank you. Keros is feeling sort of half herself at the minute, so she would let everyone know that she's not 100% herself. And she is not going to do anything at this stage unless Etienne alerts her to any creatures coming through the wall.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Sure.
Yep.
More smashing on the wall on the other sides. Lots of that. Etienne.
All I was going to do is a little poke his head out.
Yep.
Have a little look.
Yep. Same. Hasn't changed. The wall's still up. It's still in reasonable shape, actually.
And then he will say that to the party.
Okay. Anything else?
Can Mathan respond?
Uh-huh.
Yep. So she's heard Kiros say she's not feeling well.
Uh-huh.
She's heard. So this is. I'm just. Yeah. Mathan's reasoning is she's fully prepared. Well. Yep. Heard Mathan's Kiros say she's not feeling well. Heard the wall is still pretty intact. So she'll say, if you come here, Kiros, I'll heal you, and then you can go back to where you are, sort of thing. If she comes here, Mathan can cast her spell, and then Kiros can use the rest of her turn to move back. That's essentially what Mathan would say, if
Cool.
Kiros wants.
Can Kiros respond or no? Not yet.
Yeah, sure. No, Keros has already acted. Yep.
Oh yeah, she'd very much enjoy that. Thank you. She'd like to do that.
Moves past Etienne. Moves past. Grey's got plenty of room to get out of the way. So Keros, you locate yourself here. What happens?
Mathan will cast a healing spell on her.
Give me a roll.
I think she's prepared at least 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they're 81.
81. The spell most certainly goes off. Hang on. Where is my spells? Healing. Yep, there we go.
Thank you. And she can heal 19 hits, please.
Nice. Keros, you were on 21. You are now on 40, one away from your maximum. You are feeling miles better, and that negative 10 that you had, because you'd lost 25%, has gone. You're feeling a lot better, Keros.
Thank you. Thank you, Mathan.
Sure thing. Get back to where you
Does
were.
she have time to move back?
She does.
Get back.
Yep.
Get back
Yep,
there.
she does.
She'll very safely move back safely. Yep.
Pushes past Etienne, who's wedged up against the wall. Yep, done. And that is the end of the round, and I'm going to call it at 8 minutes to 10. That is where we're going to call it for tonight, unless anybody is in violent disagreement.
There's enough violence tonight, I think.
Enough violence tonight. Done. I am going to switch my. By the way, just to check, I have the battle music on. You were wondering, Keros, whether or not that was your own imagination or whether or not that was the sound effects. If it ever gets too annoying, like we've played in person, and if there's a sound effect that is getting on your nerves, let me know, and I can always switch it off. It's off now. I'm going to say let's roll.
Oh no, I was just checking I wasn't in my own head.
Sure.
Yep.
Let's roll credits, guys.
Thank you. Great game.
Was a good game. You guys are still standing. Wow.
Yeah.
Those first few rounds were interesting.
Oh, yeah. Tricky.
That was a very good move from Nathan there. That was excellent.
Oh, it was. Yeah. I would. For Vader, I thought there's some very brave people tonight. I thought that Tarquin was brave going to potentially go and get that sword. Brave? Or crazy. But I think that Grey stepping up and taking out the Mr. Tentacles, I think that's the Vader one.
Nice. Yeah.
Amazing.
Well deserved. And take. Sorry.
No, thanks. That's great. He'll appreciate that.
There were some very well timed rolls. I think some very nice rolls at the right time.
Absolutely.